Hello, pickleballers. Eddie Pinto and Craig Southard here of Ocean City Recreation and Parks. We're here for another edition of Pickleball Pointers for the intermediate player. Hope everybody's doing well. So far in this series, we've discussed trying to gain an advantage through your serve, as well as the most important third shot. Today, we'd like to work on dinking, talk about dinking, why we dink, what is a dink, the advantages of dinking. And we will be joined by Travis Davies and Hunter Nelson. Craig, let's head out to the court. All right, here we are out on court 5 in Northside Park and getting ready to discuss dinking, a very important part of the game. Craig, can you give us an idea of what dinking is and why it is so important?
Yeah, Eddie, in pickleball, dinking is about extending the game as long as possible so your opponent makes a mistake sooner than you do. The point of dinking in a pickleball game is to force your opponents to return awkward and difficult shots. The longer you extend the game, the more likely your opponent is to mess up.
All right, Craig, so if I understand this right, we're dinking to slow the game down. How does that affect the guys that hit the ball really hard, also known as bangers?
Yeah, bangers, when you get them up at the kitchen line, up here, and you have a successful dink shot, chances are the ball is going to kind of land right, even if they hit in the air, they're going to be like right here. But if they got to play it off the ground, they're going to be hitting it right here. So if they hit the ball as hard as they can, you can kind of tell it's going to go right into the net. So the dinking forces bangers to play the soft game.
All right, Craig, so is my technique different when I'm dinking than when I'm just playing the regular game? Do I have to do something? Is my stance different, or do I hit the ball different?
Sure. Basically, you do want to bend your knees, and when you're going for the ball, it's almost like you're pushing it. You're pushing it off your paddle. It's not a hard stroke. You're not winding up back here. You're basically just kind of pushing it off your paddle, using your momentum wherever you want to hit it, and you're just basically bending your knees, bending your back a little bit.
Okay, another question that I just thought of, Craig, is when I'm sending the ball across the net, is it better to, is it best to have the ball low? Where do I want the ball to land?
The ball doesn't technically have to be right above the net. You can have a little bit of an arc. Ideally, you want the ball to land in the kitchen center, in the opponent's kitchen center on the other side. So it doesn't have to be real tight to the net, but as long as it's kind of like an arc and drops into the kitchen, that's a very effective dink shot.
And I'm probably best if I move, like if I'm not predictable with it, if I move it left, if I move it right, if I don't hit in the same place all the time.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to be predictable. However, you don't want to hit the ball straight at your opponent. So you basically want to hit it on the sidelines, either whether it's your closest sideline or the farther sideline, or hit it in the middle where you're causing that confusion between your two opponent pickleball players.
Craig, I also see that we've got cones out on the court. I know they're for our demonstration, but what is the purpose of the cones? What are we trying to do?
Yeah, so this is like this will be a nice little drill if you want to try. You can bring 3 cones out, but these are the spots I was telling you about. The sideline spots is where you want to hit the ball, or in the middle. Because, Eddie, if you don't mind standing back here real quick with me. If we're at the kitchen line and I need to get a ball that's hit over here, I'm going to go over here, but look at the gap now that's created between Eddie and myself. So if I was to hit the ball back like this, I'm in an awkward position. They're going to smack it down and hit it right down that gap right there. So it's almost like a chess match. Like you're almost trying to get your opponents out of position to create that gap, to take advantage of it, and put that ball right down there for that point.
And Craig, also I'm guessing that if I'm not a smart player, you go that way and I don't move, it's got the opening. But even if I do move with you,
sure,
it's created a big opening on this side too, so it is a lot like a chess match. Yeah.
Yep. So basically, like the whole point of dinking is you're trying to get your opponents out of position. You just got to be patient as long as possible. You could be dinking back and forth 4 or 5 times before that opportunity happens where you can find that gap and put that ball to get that point.
Here are some examples of dinking during a pickleball match. As you will notice, the most effective shots are the dinks that are toward the sidelines of the kitchen or in the middle of the kitchen. This will force your opponent to hit an awkward shot and put your opponent out of position so you can find those gaps to put that ball to score those points.
Great job today out there, guys. I hope you all were able to pick something up. Please get out there and play and work on these things we're trying to show you. See you next time on Pickleball Pointers.